Okay, so hey guys, and welcome back to another Access 72 video, and in today's video I'm back with another interview, and I'm here with George Killeen. George, how are we?
Good, mate. How are you?
I'm great, thank you. Thank you very much for coming on the channel, mate.
No problem.
Nice one. And so, just for anybody who's not really heard of you or not seen you fight before, can you list off what weight division you are, what age you are, and what was your amateur record, if you can remember?
So I'm 19 years old. Going to be in the light middleweight division, and my amateur record, I have 37 amateur fights, won 20 odd of them. I can't exactly remember, but it was 20 odd out of 37.
Okay, great. Okay, well, if you are new around here and you haven't subscribed, please do so. Like the video if you do need like the video, and let's get straight into it. So, we're going to start off with why did you start boxing?
Well, I first went to the gym when I was about 8 or 9 years old, but I was playing football at the time, and I kind of didn't take to it at first. So then I went back a few years later. My dad took me to watch Anthony Crolla versus John Murray at the Manchester Arena, and I just loved it. And then after that, I just got into boxing properly, stopped playing football, and then not looked back really.
That's great. And so, do you remember what happened in your first amateur fight?
I won my first fight. Well, I had a few of them skills bouts first, and then I won my first fight. That was on points. That's it really. I can't really remember much about my first one.
That's fair. And so, you said you had around 20 amateur fights. So, what was your kind of biggest achievement from the amateurs?
Well, I won a few Northwest titles. Probably my biggest recent achievement is of late. Just a few months ago, I beat a former three-time national champion in the Northwest final, and then I went on to the nationals and come up against a good southpaw from Liverpool. He got it in a close decision, and then he went on to win the competition. But it shows that I'm mixing with the elite level as an amateur, and with my style over 3 rounds, it don't really suit. So with my team, we've decided to turn professional.
Definitely. And so, is that kind of toughness what you're going to be wanting to take into the pro thing? Are you going to want to test yourself straight away from the pros?
To be fair, like I say, I'm 19. There's no rush, so I'll be on Pat's shows. Pat Barrett's my coach. He's got his own platform, so I'll just build up over the next few years on the small old shows, 4, 6, 8 rounders. There's no rush.
Definitely. And so you mentioned Pat Barrett there, and what a great boxing coach to have. And so what has it been like working with him?
It's great. Well, I've knew Pat since a little kid, but because Pat's always done the pros in the morning. I work training with the pros because I was doing an electrical apprenticeship, and I was just training at night with Tommy McDonough. And but I've always been around Pat. We've always got on well, so we've been working well together. Yeah.
That's great. And so, I mean, you are right at going into the start of your professional career. And so, what's your kind of main motivation at the moment?
Just to be the best I can be. So I'll look back and have no regrets. Don't get me wrong, I want to be a champion, but just be the best version of myself that I can be.
Definitely, that's great. And so, do you have any idea of, I don't know if you can say yet, of when you'll be making your debut?
Well, Pat's got a show February the 18th at Bowlers, and hopefully I'll be making my debut on that show.
That's great. Okay, and so for anybody who didn't watch you fight in the amateurs, what would you say kind of makes you interesting as a fighter?
I can box and I can fight, so I can get behind my jab and slip and move, but I can also stand there and trade. But now it's just about doing it smartly and setting the shots up, setting the knockouts up, working to the body more, sitting down on my shots more. So I'm a bit of a box fighter.
Definitely, that's good to hear. And so you said that you've kind of thinking about titles a bit, and so how far do you believe you can go?
I believe I can go all the way. If I didn't, then I wouldn't box. I believe in myself. I've got age on my side. Most boxers don't hit the peak till they're 30. That's 10, 11 years away. You know what I mean? So as long as I keep dedicated, keep learning, keep focused, I believe I can go all the way.
Definitely, that's good to hear. All right, well, I'll leave with this final question, which I always like to ask. You've got a little bit of a platform here. Would you like to shout anything out?
I'd just like to say thank you to my sponsors that have come on board. A few sponsors have come on board helping me out the last few weeks. I'm very grateful for that. And just if you've not got me on Instagram, follow me on Instagram, George Killeen, and just stay tuned for the debut.
Definitely. All right. Well, thank you very much again, mate.
No problem. Thank you very much.
And maybe a little bit further along down the line, we can come back and do a return interview.
Definitely, mate. Anytime.
That's great. Okay. Well, if you are new around here and you haven't subscribed, please do so. Like the video if you do need like the video, and thanks for